This is the collaboration of all my tornado damage videos into one, so all you guys can see the tornado damage and my thoughts after a couple days of surveying. Now, of course, we have our first tornado damage, which I think is mid EF1 or low end EF1. I don't know if it's tornado damage, but I assume it would be. There are pipes, hydrants in this. There's other stuff in this. Probably just an outbuilding. Collapsed in on itself. So, next time you see me, I'll be somewhere else. This is probably the weakest out of all damage. That sheet metal got ripped off and the walls got ripped off of that building. Probably EF1, maybe EF2. I take that back. It's not the weakest damage we have saw. It's like one of these beams fell. EF0 damage. It's like this whole wall collapsed. At least EF1 damage. Actually, I take that one back. That building's new. Most of the old structures got hit. I think this tornado happened a long time ago. Again, I actually posted a short about this. But just to see all the damage, you can literally see. High end EF1. Low end EF2. Now the damage in the next gets a little controversial. Fence got sort of destroyed. EF0 to EF1 damage. More than likely EF0. You might be thinking, how come the power lines aren't entirely down? And they're only sort of. Well, that's because I think the power lines are a lot newer. Or maybe when the tornado hit, they worked on fixing that instead of those. Of course, we have some wood in that building. More than likely to rebuild this place. Get into the destroyed windows. Destroyed house siding, kind of ripped off. And we have that kind of destroyed. And then we have some cars and boats that lost their windows. Ouch. 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 That thing just whacked me. Ouch. Of course, that window, oops, window's gone. That window's gone. That hurt. Of course, we got some wooden beams down. I suspect that was probably another outbuilding, one of those. Out to the EF3 damage. I did originally rate this EF4 damage, but as you can see, more junk. Tree down. Branch down, meant to say. You might think I have a southern accent. I actually don't live in the south. I'm actually live in Iowa and North Dakota. So, you see my southern accent. Probably from my North Dakota part. Okay, now this is the damage most of you are probably waiting for. Or saving the best for last. Now we have this weird looking engine. I don't know what this is. Maybe a generator? Maybe an engine? But looks like an engine to me. Has electric cords. I don't know what it is. Scrap metal bent. There are debarked trees around here. I did not show you it in this video. Of course, we had some lights, does that look like? Pipes. Total devastation. The windowsill ripped off. Sheet metal totally gone. This was something. I don't know what that was, but this looks to be a milk jug. Has a pipe to it. That's strange. And the view that none of you really saw. Of course, we have the car. We have a car over there. Of course. Yeah, this is EF3. Low end EF3 to mid EF3. Since it's old. Or the newer structure, definitely would rate it a little higher. Of course, we have a full-on car over there. This is by far the worst to survey. By far the best to survey in my opinion. Again, we have so much damage here. It's not even, smells strange. Probably animals around here. Again, so much devastation. Whatever this thing is. Again, there's no foundation. I do think there could have been. Again, sheet metal. I do believe this was actually the siding. some wires. Of course, we got sheet metal. Oh my gosh! Look at that. A very old radio. Does not work. Very old radio. Of course, this is probably 1960s era. Now that I see them, we have clear devastation. This was probably not a horse carriage. No, probably a tractor lawnmower. Don't know if that's possible. Whoever lives here now must probably, or the person that moved must be throwing newer junk out here. We have some pipes, probably from the tornado. A sink. This is crazy. Do you think this is either fridge? It's a brand Hudson, either a fridge or a freezer. We have fences, another fridge or freezer, and then a massive pipe. That scared me. I literally just saw an animal. There could actually be animals living in there. And barbed wire everywhere. And a tractor that's destroyed. We're gonna actually keep going. Now, a swing set. Looks like someone's shoes. These weird worms on there. Again, okay, trees. Debarked trees. Easily debarked. Now, even more damage. This looks like a swing set. Again, it got bent, more than likely thrown. The swings probably got ripped off. You can clearly see where the swings once were. Another big giant wooden plank, whatever this is. More damage. That's probably a tractor. You know that brand? Cormac During. A bone. It's a little creepy, but a bucket and then a vehicle. Well, then this is all coming together. There are debarked trees everywhere. This changes my rating to EF3 or EF4. Yeah, EF3. Sorry, Weston's weather-wise, but since I saw more damage and I investigated this a little more, I do think it's definitely even more damage. Crazy how all of this happened. More siding. You can clearly see. Could have been from a car. We have a metal beam sticking out of the ground. Tornado T-Rex, if you're watching this, please do a review on this tornado. This was a very long time ago, but another one of whatever that is. More stuff laying around. Now, this is not just a bunch of junk laying around. Some of it might be, but how old this is and how damaged it is. Like, what is this? Metal something in the ground. All of this is coming together as tornado damage. Of course, we have that other stuff not too far into town. Again, this more than likely. The roof probably got out of here. Or it's probably somewhere in there. No, all of this is coming together as EF3 or EF4 damage. We need to get the National Weather Service office out here, like, immediately. All of this is coming together. It's an old family home. Now, back into town, we have destroyed fences over there. You might be wondering, how are those fences not destroyed? Well, these look a lot newer. And that looks even newer. So I'm hoping this town comes back and rebuilds. Now we're going to go see some more shattered windows. Yeah, that... Unfortunate. Comment down below your max rating if you're still watching this. Now again, that was a deep view of the tornado damage. We have a fridge, probably from that old family house. Or maybe just some junk lying around in those houses. Of course, trees down, not as debarked as the other trees. Engine ripped out. Of course, we have this. Now, some trees actually survived without any issues. Again, that looks like new bark. Probably debarked. Again, parts of this tree are debarked, as you can see. More shattered windows. Ripped off license plates. It's all coming together. More cars destroyed. More houses and windows destroyed. Again, the more I think about this, the higher I give the rating. Again, comment down below your maximum rating of this. I actually did some shorts about these. Not as in-depth of a review, but again, more siding ripped off. And more wood. And, of course, we gotta go to the front of the destroyed house. You guys saw that. Oh, we have to see this. That window came out. Now this looks probably their family car. Crazy. Wow. Back window. This is strong glass too. Now again, that bumper got ripped off, maybe in an accident. That actually looks a lot newer. More of these trucks sustained some weak damage. Of course, cracked window. More than likely, that's hail damage from probably the same cell, or even maybe some debris thrown from the tornado. As you can see from that. Now, the strange part. What is that? And what is that? Now, if you are this far into the video, comment down below a frog emoji. No, not a frog emoji. Comment down below an apple emoji. Of course, these cats are coming with me. Of course, they just came up to me. They want to be pet. No, and maybe not so much. But yeah, all of it's coming together. Another black cat. Some more sheet metal. Hi, Salem. The name's Salem. Out. All these cats have names. Of course, some beams. More than likely from the house that got completely destroyed. Considerable damage. I don't know how this was not PDS tornado or even tornado emergency. Since kind of battered. Probably how that thing fell. Of course, we have more tornado damage. Again, it's sunny today, finally. It's been cloudy all day. And my weather app said it was going to be cloudy today. So, if you have the weather app that I have, the Apple weather app, please do not trust it. It's been cloudy most of the day, but it said not sunny, it said cloudy. And again, all this is coming together that the community's gonna rebuild. Again, they probably were gonna a long time. But now they were like, let's use some newer material. Again, more bricks. And of course we got our... I don't know what that is, but... Oh, it's a cow laying down. I didn't know they would be... were able to go in there. Of course, the farther south you go, the less the damage. Again, the thing that's very strange is this brick thing. Huh? Well, now, this is clearly something. A brick structure. Now, there's wood in there, too. And sheet metal. This probably was a house. that got flattened by this tornado. Now the damage is so spread out. This could have been a multi-vortex tornado because those houses are fine, but that one's not. And the vortices could have destroyed these structures. So that structure does not have damage. That one does. The ones over there do. That one clearly does. The one all the way over there does. The mobile homes do. So I think this was... Yes. Let's go for the rating. Low NDF 4. High NDF 3. That's our current rating. I can't rate this. You guys can. Please comment down below on this video. I know this has been a 15-minute long video. Well, I'm likely going to go publish this at a different house since it's so long. It's not a premiere, so it probably won't take as long. Again, this thing. This is how you gotta snap one of these things in. See that? See this? Put that in. See that? You lift that up, lift this entire thing up with you, and then boom, you got it fixed. That's how you fix that, if you're wondering. And the weirdest part is, what is this? Tree branches still not very strong. We have whatever this is, more than likely from one of those houses. And whatever this is, whatever that is, whatever this is, it's all coming together as a strong tornado. Anyways, guys, remember to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Bye, guys! First, I'm going to actually make an update video to that other tornado. Bye, guys!